everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Jaguars going up with Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Carry for Lamar Miller. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play there, second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A first down carry now for Miller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You got to just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A little juke. Oh, he's got a little daylight. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he is finally going to be stopped down around the 5-yard line. What a return.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now Dan Carpenter to try a field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Cutler jumps it off to Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. 3, 9,
Here's a give to Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Set.
Out of the gun, it's Cutler. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete. Right around the ball. It's loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Watson now to throw. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Here's Watson. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
first down. Watson eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Watson, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Casey Walker breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's gonna sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 23. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, Cutler. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now it's Cutler. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. 23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On 2nd down, Cutler. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Cutler. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Ohio, here we go.
Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Come on, let's go.
On third down, Watson. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Second down following the run. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the gun on third, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down, here's Cutler. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing now, Cutler on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first down, it's Cutler. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Now let's go.
Second and 10. It's Cutler again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Leopard. Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on second and 10 now. They go play action now. Cutler looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. From the 2-yard line now, it's first and goal. From the gun, it's Cutler. That's caught at the 2. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
On first and 10, it's Cutler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Brandon Graham In there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he fields it cleanly. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. To throw is Watson. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Completes it to Lee. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Back in that Philly. Here we go. Set. Green, 39.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now Cutler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Cutler. It's caught right side, it turns. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. Now the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Here we go now.
A handoff to Fournette.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Cutler. Caught out left side by Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people that have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. Long drive, the defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now Cutler to throw on second down. And he's got his big receiver Robinson for the Jacksonville touchdown. Allen Robinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
They begin with a run by Miller. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's already second and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Again, it's Miller. Room to run past midfield. And he cuts it back right. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have broken the tie. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So second down, 3 yards to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Dumps it off to Fournette. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Here we go now.
From midfield now, here's Cutler. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go now.
Cutler will throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Watson on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's got some space here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's a big league run. Takes them down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will get you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommending they run it again.
Watson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. Ohio.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
To throw on second is Watson. Bust through the tackle. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. To throw, Cutler. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 42.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now it's Cutler. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go now.
He's back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
Back to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.